As you think about preparing for your meeting, again, you don't want to be wasting anyone's time, your time or theirs. So get super strategic. Understand the region you're wanting to talk about, the industry, and tailor your pitch to who that Googler is. Do they sit in the Northwest covering FinServe? Okay, what are the accounts you can bring to mind? Who are your current customers and prospects that you can get really strategic with that individual on that they care about? Always lead with an opportunity. We'll kind of go through this, but there's the cold message of, hi, do you want to align on our accounts? Versus, I have a customer who's up for renewal. It's this customer's name. And we should connect on sharing some information around their priorities and where they're looking to go this next year. That second one is so much more compelling because you're not maybe asking for anything outright. You're saying, hey, let's share some information about a customer that we both have. There could be benefit to that Google seller and benefit to you in the discovery that could take place during that call. So bring something to the table with that opportunity. It's, hi, we're working with, Joe Smith. He sits in procurement. These are the people we're working with. These are the use cases we work with them on. Who do you work with? How can you share information back and forth? And all of that means that you have to come prepared. You have to know what you want to talk about. You have to be really succinct in not only the outreach and the connect, but during the call itself, and make sure that you're following through on anything that you said you would do. Maybe you said you would make an intro. Maybe you said you would share some collateral after the fact. Make sure that, within that 24, 36 hours that you were following up with that individual with what you said you would do, as well as maybe an ask around, I would love to align on a few more accounts if you have time in the next week or so. So good thing to do as you get ready for these meetings is spend that little bit of time, whether that's an hour or half hour, a day, putting together a clear path for your meeting, not just showing up and being like, hey, how's the weather in Detroit? No, come prepared, come ready, have a clear agenda, tailor your message to that Google seller. The questions should be specific to Google. The message, your kind of 1 + 1 = 3, what's your value prop to the Google seller? Make sure that you kind of have that pitch ready to go. What is your value proposition to a Google customer, a Google prospect, Google seller? What's in it for all of them? And share information. Like I said, come with information that you're willing to share about the customer. These are the people I work with. This is the use case or the industry that we are specific to. Not only does that give you an opportunity to help them identify other opportunities to bring you in. Oh, they said they were working on this FinServe customer with this use case. I have a few others in mind that this might be interesting. Through that storytelling, you're able to maybe get a bit more out of that. Have an ask and clear next steps. Maybe that ask is, do you know what their commit looks like for the rest of the year? Excess, are they ahead? Are they behind? As Mel was talking about, maybe the ask is, do you have other customers that look like this that we could maybe align on? Have a few of those ready to go depending on how the meeting is going. Then you know kind of how you can ask that next step. And again, don't forget the importance of co-marketing and all of this, having some collateral ready to go. The Partner Marketing Studio has campaigns, it has resources, it has templates. You can use all of that through AI and a lot of other ways to create this marketing material that is really specific to the Googlers. It will resonate with them. It can be overwhelming trying to navigate the Partner Marketing Studio. So one of the things Invisory helps with is that what's that go-to-market strategy? How do you come up with that joint value proposition? How do you put that key information around messaging and positioning into a battle card. What should that sound like? We can help with all of that, but don't forget that you have those Google resources at the ready.
I really like this too, Sienna, going back to the slides that I was mentioning this "Am I ready"
Yep.
slide is very key. Don't just find an individual at Google and say, "Do they have a commit?" You know, "What's your goals? How are you being paid this year?" The way you show up is the way to open doors to those conversations. So be prepared, be professional, do your due diligence for the customer and at your own internal company. Know where your solutions sit, know how they're going to benefit the customer. Find out if it does qualify for mirror down. So how you show
Mhm.
up and if you're ready is very key to have those conversations.